just about ready to roll. And our pitcher in this game, Carlos Rodon.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go now. Here's the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Ezekiel Duran now at the plate as he swings through strike one. This one in the air. Ruiz gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Josh Young.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 6, Josh.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
0-2 now. Fly ball down the line. Dominguez has this one sized up. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. Here comes Corey Seager. This one popped up. Donovan makes the play, and that'll do it. Back at Yankee Stadium. And on the hill, Jacob deGrom. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. And there's a ball. Swings through that.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And that's got extra bases written all over it. Not stopping. He's going for 3. But he stops, able to get back to second safely. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And that is out of play. Turang leads off second with nobody out.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here's Cody Bellinger. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Just missed.
Ball 2.
He was late there. Strike one.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Man at second. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 3-2.
Nope, that's foul.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Duran raging back towards the wall. Too high. What does that mean, too high? Who cares? It's gone. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 2-0. And first offering is fouled off. deGrom, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty.
The first baseman.
2 down, bases empty. Ben Rice getting ready to hit. Duran giving chase. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back for more from the Bronx. And now the DH, Zach Neto. Rodon back to work. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Rodon ready. The 0-2 on the way. In the air, right side. Bellinger in a full sprint. Can't get there. This one lands foul. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Tosses to first, and quickly one away in the second. Foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Stays alive. 1 out, bases empty. That's to third. Donovan tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Jake Burger to hit. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss there.
Brooke, every team has a hitter's meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
On the ground, on the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Back here in the Bronx singing, and we talked about expectations this year for the Yankees, but we haven't brought up their trip to the World Series last year.
Yeah, they had the most wins in the American League, had won their first pennant in 15 years. Hard to believe that, huh? It's tough not labeling that type of a year as a success.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Dodgers versus Yankees in the Fall Classic. It doesn't get any better than that, Singy.
Yeah, and a lot of people across the globe watch those games, not just in the United States. And we won't forget that World Series for a long time.
In the dirt, and the count is even, 2-2. Base hit, and a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. DeGrom checks over to first, and he's back. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
The catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
And a big swing and a miss.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Langford moving under this one. Corrals it. And there's 2 down. Brendan Donovan stepping in now for the Yankees. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Dominguez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. New inning getting started, and now Josh Smith.
Josh Smith.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Smith, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019.
He's really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Ruiz gathers, throws to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Picked in the dirt, but he beats it. What an effort that time.
The center fielder.
So the Rangers' batting order turns over. And now the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. Rodon ready. Here comes. Foul ball there. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Rodon fires. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Strike on the inside corner.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. It was so tough to get.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now the third baseman, Josh Young, went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a foul out of play. And that's a fair ball. Coming around third is Semien. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Seager in the box now. Takes strike 1.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. This is Bryce Terang.
The second baseman, Bryce Terang.
First pitch misses. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Witt in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Next pitch is outside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there.
Oh, you are a star, aren't you?
Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 4-1. Aaron Judge at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
He goes down looking.
Now batting, first baseman.
2 down, bases empty. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Back in the Bronx as we go to the top of the 4th. Now here's the Rangers DH, Zach Neto. Ball one there.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Hard hit left side. Throws to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Higashioka swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Inside, just missed. And that one fouled off. Yankees up by 3. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. Next up for Texas, Jake Burger. 0 for 1 so far. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Swing and a ball popped up. Rice. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Kicks and fires. Back foot slider struck him out.
The center fielder, number 13.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike.
Now
and next for New York, Keibert Ruiz. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Fastball is outside. And another ball.
That's inside.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-1.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the right fielder, Josh Smith. Rodon back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Well, these Rangers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest adjustment and improvement he's made has been on defense. Semien made 35 errors as a shortstop in 2015 with the Athletics, and by the time 2021 came, Witt makes the grab, 1 away. So the lineup flips over. So next to hit for Texas, Wyatt Langford. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient, take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners off.
That one hammered center field, back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Up next for the Rangers, Ezekiel Duran. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Rodon sets and deals. In the dirt.
0-2 is the count.
Well done behind the dish. The next pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Line drive. Makes the grab, and that is that. Back in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Brendan Donovan. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
And that's down and away. That's outside. 2-1. Just missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Nice grab. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Now here is Bryce Turan. 1 for 2. Going away.
0-1's the count.
Trying to move him over here. Over to Seager. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Stepping in, Bobby Witt Jr. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball.
Runner on the go. There's a ball.
Outside.
No throw. He's in there safely. 1 out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the dirt, blocked. Man at second. Smith on the move. And makes the grab. 2 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Seager handles, throws to first, and Bellinger is out. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the third baseman, Josh Young. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the 0-2. On the ground, right side, Terang. On to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. Here's Siegs to the plate now. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. And that one is out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. Neto at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. On the ground, right side to first. Now 2 out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
So digging in, Kyle Higashioka. First pitch swinging.
Didn't recognize off speed, thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
Next offering is downstairs. 2 out, space is empty. And that skips in the dirt.
Strike.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Bellinger makes the grab. And that is that. Back in New York. Well, we go by. Bottom 6. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Number 71.
Judge in his 9th season, 32 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. There's a strike. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Higashioka up with it. To first, gets him. 1 away on a drop, 3rd strike. And up next for New York. Ben Rice.
Such a good hitter, good player, but when he's in strikeout mode, they can just pile up pretty quickly.
0-1's the count.
0-1 now. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
0-2.
That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 out, space is empty. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. And a
One
sweeper
ball, one
misses
strike.
for a ball. That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate.
Outside,
you
that's
trusted
the
your
ball.
hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one
Ball, that
outside.
pitch is out.
And that's ball 2.
Ball,
Outside.
that's off the plate.
Could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score. Around second is Jazz. Now a relay to third.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Squeezes it, and the inning is over. Top of inning number 7, and now the first baseman, Jake Berger.
Jake Berger. Now pitching for
Jonathan
the New York Yankees,
Loaisiga taking over on the mound.
number 43, Jonathan Loaisiga.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Bellinger in a full sprint. Puts it away for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Smith.
Josh Smith.
And a swing and a miss. The Yanks
0-1.
leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. That's strike
No
2.
ball, 2 strikes.
And that's
Ball,
outside. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Simeon stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
0-2.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective. Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Simeon off of first with 2 away. And down on strikes. That's out number 3. Back at Yankee Stadium, now the third baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Strike 1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Missing inside, 3-1. Duran. And out number 1 on the grab. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Turang. 1 for 3.
Turang.
Hauls it in for the out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it safely. That's a double. Bellinger up to hit.
Now pitching for Texas, number 62, Robert Garcia.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Move to second. Witt back on a dive. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball.
Runner at
2 strikes.
second. 2 down. Foul ball still 0-2. And
One
ball
ball,
1.
2 strikes.
And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw in.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive.
That's down. One hops off the wall. Bellinger on his way home. In there safely.
Picks himself up an RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now a chance for Ben Rice. So now a pinch hitter, Paul Goldschmidt, looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Fought off foul. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Back now in the Bronx. At the plate, Ezekiel Duran. Loaisiga back to work. There's a line drive to left field. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's Corey Seager. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a foul straight back. 0-1 now. And downstairs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Out to center. Chisholm has a beat on it. 2 down. So man aboard. Zach Neto will hit next.
Zach Neto.
Fastball is outside. Durant leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a pop-up. Turang. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The pitch. Duran coming on. Makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Keibert Ruiz. And it's fouled away. And a big swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Brendan Donovan stepping in now for the Yankees. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, nabs it, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Devin Williams will take over here.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Jake Berger, the next to hit. Just missed. Williams measures 6 feet 2 inches. 30 years old now. And they went out and made a trade for him last season.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Check swing, and he held up. Swings through it for the K. And now 1 out remaining for Texas. And now the right fielder, Josh Smith.
Josh Smith.
Popped up. And that'll do it. Rodon with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.